Hello. Okay, so we're gonna do some unpopular opinions. I asked you guys on Instagram, and I had an original video done, but it was a horrible experience with all the copyrights from SBS, so we're just redoing everything. I'm gonna start at the top of this list, and we're gonna see what happens. And yeah, let's enjoy some quote unquote unpopular opinions. Okay, subscribe. Okay, Jisoo is the strongest vocalist in Blackpink. And Jinny is the most well-rounded member of Blackpink. Those are just my opinions, Obviously, that's the whole video. But I definitely wholeheartedly believe that, and that's that. Number 2, it's okay not to like all the members of a group. Like, yeah, you definitely should not bash them because they're not, your cup of tea. But who the fuck cares if you don't like them? They certainly don't care. Like, they don't care. They don't even know you exist. They do not care. Okay? You don't have to talk about it or unstan a group because you dislike a member, because that would just be, like, really bizarre. I don't get that. But, like, who cares? Like, if you don't like a member, like, obviously you don't have to talk about it, but then people shouldn't be giving you crap for that. Like, you're not gonna like everyone you meet in real life, so why would you like everyone from a group? Like, whatever. Like, who cares? To each their own, Number 3, groups should evolve, okay? Specifically, I'm thinking of cute concept-based groups should change as they mature and grow up, but just in general, groups should evolve. So, like, this applies to doing something different or trendy, like, I'm trying to think of, like, a good example. I actually think VAV would be a good example. They've done a variety of different music since they kind of re-debuted, so... And a lot of people don't think that's a good idea. And to an extent, I agree it's not. Like, you can kind of lose people in the jumble. In the jumble? Yeah, in the jungle. But anyway, like, it doesn't matter. Like, just because you don't like a song or an EP doesn't mean, like, you're like, well, time to unstan. I mean, I guess if you want to, but, like, whatever. So, like, it's okay for them to do something different or do something you don't think usually aligns with how they operate. They can do something different. They do something trendy. But also, they don't always have to do super ultra cutesy things. Like Astro doing a hide and seek or Breathless 2.0 right now. I might have to just turn off the internet. I just don't even know what I would do in that scenario. It would be very weird because they're like much older now. It is okay for groups to disband. So I think this kind of came up a lot this year with ANS disbanding and Hanapia. So if a group or artist is part of a company that is mismanaging, mistreating, or just has no business having these artists, such as, for financial reasons, they just can't handle it, they should be disbanded. Like, that is ridiculous. They should not keep them entrapped in a contract where they literally can't do anything, and it's just a struggle to basically survive. That is not okay. So yeah, it's sad that ANS, Hanapia, Priston, all those groups disbanded in the last couple of years. Like, that's really horrible. But, like, it's sad. We get it. But also, they're free to do what they want, whether that means still being in the entertainment industry or doing other things. They're free to do that. And that is great. Okay? However, it sucks to be groups like Gugadon, Tracing, Sunamu, New Kid, and even like some other groups back in the day. It absolutely 110% sucks to be them. Their companies are wasting their talent and lives away, and they don't care. They do not care. They are doing it until their contracts are up, and then, most people aren't going to want, some quote-unquote washed up singers. Like, no one wants that because you're past your prime, you're past your appeal. They are wasting them away, and that is not okay, and we should actually kind of see more people care about things such as that as opposed to, oh no, ANS disbanded. Self-producing idols aren't necessarily better than non-self-producing idols. Like, I don't know why there's sometimes this weird, like, supremacy of this. Like, well, so-and-so, they make their own music. Oh, well, so-and-so did this. Like, who cares? Like, that's really cool. Like, awesome. Like, wow, that's really awesome. But, like, who cares? That is literally not their jobs. Their jobs is to sing, rap, dance, and put on a good performance, as well as, when there's, like, concerts or fan events to, like, put on a good face for that. Though that is their job, okay? Their job is not to compose a song. Their job is not to produce anything. Their job is not to do their makeup. I don't care. Like, I do not care. And I don't understand why some people seem to have this idea of like, well, I heard that blah 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 didn't even produce their solo debut song. It's like who cares? I don't care. Like, why do you care? Who cares? Who cares? So much to say about Itzy, like, please hold. So anyway, Itzy's confident, like, self-love image is relatable, and I can't get past the people I have seen in comments, you know, on Instagram and on YouTube saying this. I can't get past it. It doesn't make any sense to me. Whatever. But anyway, I've seen people talking about how Itzy was annoying and unrelatable because, you know, quote unquote, that's not true. No one is happy being themselves all the time, and oh, this is getting repetitive. Like, y'all, you know, they like still a new group. It's not like they've had 20 comebacks with this going on. And even then, who cares? Like, are you also mad that a lot of groups, almost every group, comes up with like either a love song or a breakup song constantly? Like, is that not repetitive then? Like, please make it make sense. Like, who are you? Oh my gosh. Like, I don't know, maybe for some people that are arguing that it's not relatable and like no one is just like, you know, about, you know, 100% about being themselves all the time. Maybe that is an age thing, because it's normal to go through times when you don't want to be you and things like that, especially when you're younger. But like, that's not the default. So I don't know. I really like that Itzy does this. You know, when I was a teenager, I loved artists that kind of had songs and concepts like this. So like, I don't get why people think that this is boring or not relatable. Like, can you at me, please? I don't get it. Like, I don't know. And the not relatable just makes me think. So if you don't think it's relatable for them to be like, I'm great, I want to be me, I'm great, I'm different, whatever. Like, do you also have a problem like relating to love songs and breakup songs and like really sad songs about someone dying if you haven't had your husband die? Can you relate to those? Like, because I think as humans, we're pretty empathetic. We can relate to most things even if we've never experienced the specific thing that's being talked about. So to say like you don't think it's relatable to have a self-love image is just like so bizarre to me. And also seems a little sus. Why doesn't Chaeyoung have a solo debut yet? I really need JYP to get on that, because it's what I want and it's, I feel like, what we all deserve in 2020. Okay, Twice has the best discography out of the big three girl groups. I cannot believe how many people are trying to tell me it's an unpopular opinion that Red Velvet is the best, when literally everyone in any of these videos is like, Red Velvet has the best. And it's like, what? Like, literally, I feel like everyone feels this way. It's not true. I am, like, sorry to say. And I just don't agree. I just plain don't agree, and it's my video. There aren't a lot of Red Velvet B-sides that I even like, whereas I love most of Twice's music. Like, I would say probably like 95% of their music I vibe with, alright? Clearly superior for me. I still don't think Blackpink has enough music to say that theirs is actually the worst, but it's definitely weaker due to the lack of content. But along with that, I would argue Red Velvet actually has the worst discography among the big three girl groups. So Twice for me is by far ahead of the other two. So please stop telling me that no one thinks Red Velvet's the best, because I swear to God, every single person who makes a video thinks that. This video is almost 10 minutes long, so we're gonna wrap it up. And yeah, goodbye. I would like to do a part 2. I think I still have like 15 more I didn't get into, so yeah. Anyway, it's my opinion. Okay, bye!